Okay, guys, today we are here with our amazing campaign track rep, Robin, who is really the backbone of all of our McGraw office marketing. And you guys support us. You're our partners in marketing and helping us to provide amazing marketing for our listings and prepare our listings for the digital world to sell our homes. So thank you for coming today. I'm sure you guys are having kind of an interesting time right now in your business. I wanted to just chat with you about how you guys are going about switching up and pivoting the way you are doing your job to still service your clients and us as agents to present the home and all the marketing.
Okay. Well, yeah, as you mentioned, thank you for framing us that way. We like to think of ourselves as a very integral part of McGraw's overall marketing process. And our whole reason for being is basically to provide services to the real estate industry. So if we're not looking after real estate agents and their potential vendors or their purchasers, then, you know, what are we even doing here? So yes, we've been quite frantically trying to respond to all the different changes that are coming into effect at the moment. The social distancing is probably the biggest impact, given that agents would generally be face-to-face with clients and doing things like open homes and auctions where there's generally a lot of people gathering. And our part in that overall process to kind of hang the whole sort of marketing strategy for properties together has meant that we need to try and assist getting as little face-to-face contact into that process as possible. And we actually found that there was a lot that we could do to help out with that space.
Yeah, so you guys are a full-on digital platform. So in terms of being ahead of the curve, you guys are, no matter what, already. So in terms of supporting us as agents with McGraw, we're able to go onto your platform and do everything, ordering, marketing, and getting quotes, and doing all of that work behind the scenes already. So that's just amazing. Kudos to you. So tell me about some of the specifics that you guys have adapted recently with all these changes and how you're doing video and photography and floor plans.
Well, the main issue that we had to tackle head on was trying to get the body count, so the number of people, down when we were going to, say, a new prospective vendor is looking to market their house. They need photos taken, they're going to need copywriting written, they're going to need floor plans sketched, possibly a video as well, which would possibly mean a whole tribe of people turning up to a property back in the day and getting everything shot and written sort of nice and neatly within a short period of time.
Yep.
To be able to comply with the way things have changed, we've had to upskill individual operators to be able to do more than one thing, so that we're sending one, perhaps two people on site instead of four to be able to write the copy about the property, take the photos, sketch the floor plan, and still do everything that they need to do, because obviously that content's very important for the online listing, without breaking any of the rules. And obviously the more important thing is without actually jeopardizing anyone with the virus that's going around.
Yeah, making things safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So by upskilling the staff, that was one of the easiest things that we could do quickly, because a lot of them are property marketing enthusiasts anyway. Some of them have their own private businesses on the side where they do some freelancing. So a lot of photographers already kind of knew how to sketch floor plans. A lot of copywriters were able to do similar work off-site, so not actually attending the property, but being able to use different web tools and looking at the photos and the floor plan and interviewing the vendor or the agent to be able to write copy without actually attending the site as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's beautiful. And you mentioned too, some of your staff photographers, for instance, you said could also potentially be doing floor plan measuring at the same time. So 2 birds with 1 stone. That's amazing.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah.
And also you want the agent and you want the vendor to be feeling very comfortable in this time, because there's so much upheaval going on at the moment. The last thing you need is a bunch of strangers traipsing through the house. So we thought that was a very important step to take. And fortunately, it was quite easy to do, given that where the sort of level of technology is at the moment within property technology or even photography technology, you can get a lot of tools to assist people to be able to get a really good result without having to be absolute specialists in that one particular area. Yes. So if you had traditionally a professional floor planner, to do the job. You could now have a photographer with a laser pointer and some very specific instructions and get you still a pretty good product without, you know, having that as being your prime career path.
Yeah. Well, and just as you said, you know, having less bodies in the home, still having your turnaround time being very quick and efficient for everyone in the business and for vendors to get their listings up right away. I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of sellers out there that may want to be taking advantage of this time and getting their property on the market right away before, you know, because we don't know what's going to happen 2 weeks, 3 months from now. So you guys are getting on deck and making sure that that happens. So that's amazing. Have you found that your virtual tours or your videos are really increasing over the last week?
Yes, we've got, I mean, we sort of predicted that it would happen, but we also saw a wave of inquiries coming through to ask us what other products we might have, what are in the pipeline that we were looking to launch that we might be able to launch now so they can take advantage now. And fortunately, there's a lot of cool gadgetry in the market that you can use. 360-degree cameras, they call these Matterport scanners, and all sorts of different things that you can use to create a very detailed inside mapping of a home. And traditionally that was valuable for overseas buyers or people that couldn't come and attend an open home, whereas now it's vital. It's almost more important than a signboard.
100% is really having that online marketing asset presence is just everything now, right? Video, photography, floor plans, everything possible. Like you said, your team does the copy, everything in terms of a marketing strategy that is just more vital now than ever. Because more people, as you know, are going to be going online. And before all this crazy time, people were, you know, about 90% of people or 92% of people were still going online prior to actually booking an inspection or engaging with an agent. So now I'm sure it's going to be, you know, 99%. 100%, right? So that just means that we need you guys more than ever to really work with us and adapt to all the changes going on. Yeah. So tell me anything else you guys are kind of going through the next while. Like what are you predicting over the next month? Are you getting tons of people wanting to list and prepping to do that?
Look, it's a good question. We are getting sort of a lot of agents that might have potentially had timing in mind for marketing different properties before have now, you know, sort of been trying to rush to get them to the state where they can get them to market to be able to start getting interested buyers a lot earlier than they would have traditionally. But one of the things, I mean, obviously we can't really predict what's going to happen with this whole crazy situation because it's unfolding so drastically every day. But one of the things that seems to be happening is that the changes that we're going through now and heading more and more onto relying on these online assets, it's probably going to stay that way into the future. These are more convenient ways to interact with properties. You're doing a lot of your shopping from home these days. A lot of pretty much everything else that you're doing online is generally a step in the right direction towards convenience. For properties to be marketed, purchased this way, only makes sense. There were a lot of little niggly things that weren't in place or didn't have to be in place previously that now have to be in place to make all the little joins and seams all flow together. Things like agents and vendors being able to sign documents online. So being able to sign using a digital signature makes an enormous difference, because when you're selling a home, you might have to sign 20 different places. To be able to have that all digitally tracked, your digital signature being able to be used instead of someone actually standing there with a pen, you know, that side of things was available with some products and in some areas, but it wasn't across the board. That's now something that is sort of very sophisticated and advanced, is your ability to sign on glass, as they call it. Some of the other things were your ability to be able to navigate through systems that were traditionally built to be operated on by an administrator on a desktop computer. You now need to be able to do that on an iPad or on a phone while you're, you know, moving between places, where you don't need it to be clunky and a lot of scrolling and zooming. You need big buttons, easy to choose options, things that scroll from one page to another page to another. Sorry, that's a sequence from one page to another page instead of, you know, not being optimized for mobile. So a lot of the pages have had to be optimized to be able to use on your phone nice and easily. That plus the digital signature, plus upskilling the photographers to be able to do a few extra things. That's all made a huge difference. There's also the ability to pay for things on using a credit card online, which sounds like technology that's been around forever. But there have been some instances where you've got to fill in a form and then scan it and then send it through with credit card details. We've now upgraded every little spot so that you've got an actual payment portal to be able to enter your details in. It's all nice and secure. So it's those sort of things that we've been able to identify and fix using technology over the last few weeks that have really meant that agents are going to be able to reduce their face-to-face dependency by hopefully 100%, 99%, certainly a lot.
Amazing. And also too, improving the technologies and maybe uploading skills and or times and things for the virtual tours and video walkthroughs, things like that we can really, it's amazing that we are doing this, just like you said, because all of these tools are essential and they should be in place already. So we're just getting better and we're just providing way more for our clients to sell their home. So thank you guys. I just want to say thank you again to Robin with Campaign Track. Campaigntrack.com.au is their site. They are our partners with McGraw Real Estate, and you guys are really a one-stop shop for all things marketing for property. So what a great time to be in this market, because we need you more than ever now. But the fact that you have everyone under one roof, you're able to give us all the assets we need under one company. That is just what we're so grateful for. So thank you again for helping us sell property and present our property the best. So keep up the good work.
Appreciate the kind words, Tiffany.
Yeah, definitely stay safe and stay healthy and keep doing your amazing job, and we'll see you soon.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.